Hello, everyone, and welcome to Club 38. Um, I'm going to give it a little bit before we go and do the recording because Kate is supposed to be here. I haven't heard from her all day. And I know up in Canada we have some storms that are kind of messing with celiac Sarah. So we're going to give her, maybe we'll see if she pops into um, that of just going solo. But for just me, probably what it's gonna be tonight. So hopefully we will get a little bit in. But for now, we'll just we'll settle with this. So how is everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you are all doing well. Um, Again, we're gonna give it a little bit more time. Hopefully Sarah or Kate could pop in here. Hey Bodie, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. One sec, do gotta say goodnight to my daughter. All right. Well, it stinks that you're not able to sleep, Bodhi. That's terrible. Hopefully we'll be able to get some sleep here soon. Hopefully we'll be able to put on a good show. Although it's looking like it's just me. I still haven't heard from Kate or um Sarah at all. So I'll give it another minute or two, and then we'll go live. Um, or Alley Palooza, for those of you who are going to be watching that this weekend. I'm still working out some stuff. I'm trying to get the timer set up. I'm working with Womprat to try to get everything all set there. So hopefully that'll be all good to go. Hey Bayou Bazinga, how are you doing? Again, I'm not gonna be able to stream Friday because even my D&D podcast, we're not, or my D&D show, we're not gonna be on at all. Well, I'm not gonna be on at all, because I will be watching Mandalorian and Grogu with my son. I wanted to make sure that we got that first first thing there, so that way, I didn't see any spoilers or anything, and I don't need to worry about a thing. Um, and I could even like say what I think of it. The incident. Oh boy, Mole. That sounds interesting. I'm curious to know what the incident is. By the way, if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit a like and subscribe. Get to 500 subs. If we get to 500 subs, we're gonna take Wampa up to Relic 10. That is our channel goal, and we currently lost one. We're at 297, so we're so close to 300. Um, we've lost a couple. We were at 299, so each their own. I don't know why you wouldn't sub from me, but Yeah. So make sure you hit that like and sub, and let's get up to 500 so we can get Wampa. Also, if we get to 500 before um Saturday, which there's a fat chance of that one, um, we will be adding 48 timers to, or 48 hours to Alley Palooza. I don't know what I'm going to start with yet. Again, I'm working through a lot with that still, and I'm excited for it. I really am. It's going to be my first, like, streamathon. It's going to be fun. Um, all right. Well, I guess we could get underway here. Uh, I am going to start recording. Still no message from either of them. All right. I guess that's gonna do that. Let's get it underway here. In 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome to Club 38, where the music is loud, the champagne flows like wine in Rithfold, and the court is once again in session. As always, this is Club 38, and I am one of your hostesses, Allie Gal, and we are again missing my co-host Kate Gaming, and also our guest, Celiac Sarah, due to weather, putting her computer at possible risk. So, hopefully they'll be popping in here soon. Um, but if you aren't already in the Discord, go ahead and follow the link down below if you're listening. It is posted on every single episode. Follow that link tree. It's a link tree with a period after the TR. So LANKTR period EE / Club 38. And in there you will find the link to the Discord, Kate's Twitch, my YouTube, as well as the Club 38 Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, and you could also buy Alley Gal merch. And there's also the PayPal in there. We put everything back into the channel. So there's also that if you want to do that. Um, so make sure you get in the Discord. In the Discord, there is a little grab the Club 38 roll, and there is a little podcast question area in there. We love answering the questions. They're right at the end of the podcast, so make sure you get that roll and yeah, ask the viewer questions. We really do enjoy them. So yeah. With that all out of the way, coming up on my channel, we have this weekend we are going to do a streamathon. Alley Palooza is everybody wants to call it. So I'm still working some stuff out with the timer and everything, but make sure you watch it. It's going to be starting Saturday. If I get 500 subs on the YouTube channel, we will be adding 48 hours automatically to the start at starting Saturday morning. So let's get some good things in store. Also, 500 will be a Relic 10 Wampa. Big things there. Okay, so let's get right into some of the news. We have GAC coming up. We are going back to 3v3. I have signed up. I'm actually, if we look at GNC rankings, I'm actually above Kate finally. She is sitting down a couple like 40 points below me or something. So not far off. Hopefully we could have a Club 38 battle. That'd be kind of cool. Um so that I'm hoping she could raise up a little bit and maybe I'll try to drop down. Maybe I'll lose a battle or two to try to beat up. Um and that would be fun. So back to 3v3. Nothing nothing really I'm too excited about with this 3v3. I take that back. I am excited that Ezra will not be on the Ray team anymore. We're gonna go back to a alternate Ray team with Ben and something else. I am very excited that Ezra is off that team. Thank every star in the sky for that because I don't need to worry about Ben, Ezra, Ray. So that's one less headache. I mean Ray is still a headache, but that's one less thing we got to worry about there. Because people forget to yeah. There is that too, Bodhi. Bodhi says that Ezra will be on Ray because people forget to change their teams. If that's the case, it's not going to be that bad. Um, Ray's still a nightmare, but it'll be a little bit easier to handle by margins. So here is your reminder if you listen to the podcast to take Ezra off your Ray team. Don't want to forget to do that. He's gonna go back to Ahsoka, which I mean mine's always on Ahsoka anyway, so I'm not too worried about that one. But yes, he's gonna go to Ahsoka, and also another team we're not gonna have to worry about because of the Datacron is the Stranger team. We don't need to worry about him and Maul. That one was dusted. Yes, unless you're our opponents, in which case, please continue. Thank you, Bodhi. Who do I don't even remember who I have this week. So yeah, that's it for GAC just because it's coming up. I am curious to see how the Cassian team is going to handle with that focus datacron. But where I am, there's no whales, so I'm not gonna run into too high of a Cassian, thankfully. And even then, I think it's just going to be like a bait team. I don't see it being. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't see it being like a mall level a stranger. Like I don't see it being that kind of level of annoyance. I could see it just being a people are gonna try to underman it and get and lose banners because you don't want to underman it. You want to try to at least use something where you're not risking too much, but you're not gonna throw Jawas or something at it and hope for the best. I mean, you're using Jawas against that. I guess that's a terrible. But all right, a Jedi Master Mace Windu. I don't know, if you're gonna throw something like that at it, or if you're gonna use a decent team. So let's see. Conquest. Yay, Conquest. Everybody's favorite thing. Um, I've already red created. I've already got all my focus datacrons done. I am working on my datacrons. I have 2 done already. So I'm kind of sitting good here for restacking up on my datacrons since, I stopped playing the game for a while. So this is kind of filling up a little bit again, thankfully. Um I didn't get as much as I was hoping for because I had those focus datacrons that just went away. I had quite a bit of them, so like I don't feel as good about it, but I feel better than I did with going into GAC than I did beforehand. I don't know how many focus datacrons or how many datacrons I'm actually gonna put on my because if you remember from last episode, I said that I didn't put datacrons on at all because I didn't have any, and I saved them for offense. I think I'm gonna try to add a couple in GAC on the bigger squads, and then I'm just gonna leave the rest off, and then save them for offense. But I don't want to get left in the dust and not have any on there, so I think Ray's gonna get one. Um, I got a couple teams I could use them on. Let's see. So that is Conquest. Nothing super exciting there. This is round 2 of um COD. So we have one more and then we will figure out who the next Conquest character is going to be. I know a lot of people are kind of hope we get a GL Leia. At least we actually, yeah, we do have a little bit of news. Um, I'll get into that in a minute. But I mean, I'm curious to know what this next tune is gonna be. They've kind of went to a little bit of other teams, and I wonder how these are all gonna play in to like the next raid. I could see COD being needed there, or CAD, whatever. Yeah, CAD Vane. I could see him being used in like the next raid with that faction he has. Which will be interesting to see how that all goes. Um, so yeah, I could see him being used there. But what's gonna come next, I hope, is going to be a Jedi Master Luke Lifter and Leia. That's something I've been asking for a while. I I think that's what we really need right now. I think that's next on our list is a Luke Lifter. I mean, they're gonna do what they're gonna do, but I think that's next on our list. At least I hope so. So let's get into some news. All right, since the last episode, we have update 513/2020. Here are the updates for today. Cinta is can now be found in shipments. She is once again a yellow energy. She's in the light and dark side. Surprise, surprise. Vel can now be found in shipments. Or not, it's not Cinta, it is Clea. Clea shards are now farmable, light side AF. Clea can now be found in shipments as well. KX is now found. Basically, everybody from that whole era is in shipment. Bugs and adjustments. Depa's Nothing and Everything Tier 8 effect now reapplies damage immunity to allies who already have damage immunity. When a Jedi Vanguard on her team defeats an enemy, previously allies with damage immunity would not regain a fresh stack when triggered. We fixed an issue when completing Maul's event requirement quest. It shows Jedi Master Mace Windu's name at the event instead of Maul Hate Fuel. They re-accelerated Hunter Mercenary. First time rewards for Light Side and Dark Side 7F now give the correct number of shards. Updated the drop rate for Cantina 9F. Major Partagas's unique ability can no longer dispel unspellable stealth. Unspellable. Is that even a word? That just sounds weird. Dispel unspellable health or stealth. Interesting. Major Partagas's unique ability, Security is an Illusion, will now dispel Foresight, Stealth, and apply Expose at the end of the turn to ensure all effects happen. Major Partagas's Leader ability should now properly apply the 5% offense stacking for revived ISB allies. His unique ability, Chain of Command, should continue to update rank after the ISB ally has revived. His unique ability, Security is an Illusion. 20% offensive buff should now be applied every time Major Partagaz takes a turn, and not just first 2 turns at the start of the encounter. And his leader ability, ISB allies should now properly have 25% critical chance, defense, and tenacity if they are rank 1, doubled if they are rank 2, and quadrupled if they are rank 3. These effects no longer expire when ranking up or down between turns and should also work on all upgraded tiers. Revived ISB allies no longer lose all rank-based bonuses of critical chance, defense, and tenacity from major party gases leader ability. They fixed an issue where Merrick's purge was going over the cap. Light side 2E hard again drops shards of Apo at an accelerated rate. Ship battle 5e hard now drops shards of tie advance times 1 at the normal rate. Ship battle 5e hard correctly grants a shard of tie advance 1 as the first time reward. Grand Moff Tarkin's leader ability, Tighten the Grip, now correctly progresses apply defense down quest criteria. And Death Troopers and Incinerator Trooper and Tier 6 of the Mandalorian Beskar Armor's Hero Journey now correctly count as Imperial Remnant enemies. That's just a little bit of bugs and adjustment. Again, these are just bugs. They're nothing like game breaking. It is what it is with that. So let's get into our next little bit here, which is today's news. They are improving returning user experience and quality of life updates. So, hello Holotable heroes. We're happy to announce that we've revamped our returning user experience. If you know a fellow Holotable friend who hasn't played SWGO in a while, I wish Sarah were here for this. Let them know we've implemented a sweet new quest line just for them. We know that coming back to the game could be a bit overwhelming, and we have built a system that will help players from short, mid, and long-term goals through quests to help them reacclimate back to the Holotables. It looks like a bunch of gear, and there's a picture here that shows collect a daily login reward. You get 75 crystals. You win a battle with Poe Dameron and Kylo Ren on your squad. You get here. Nothing too exciting. Then you get renewal rewards, which is some lightspeed tokens and 1,500 crystals. 1,500 is not bad. Then some quality of life changes. In addition to return user experience, we've also implemented batch upgrading that will allow you to use single click to take a character from Relic 1 to whatever Relic level you have available. This is huge. Again, it's a quality of life update. It's not like huge, like it's effectively groundbreaking. But this is huge in the fact that instead of sitting there and clicking 7, 5, 6, 8, yes, I didn't say 7 on purpose after that. You could literally just scroll over and do it all in one shot. That is big. It's a huge quality of life thing. Again, nothing like jamming, but it was a couple minutes. And as we all know, for something that is supposed to be a quick game that they're trying to cut down time, they say they're trying to cut down time on the game. This is a good quality of life for it. It'll help progress things by a couple minutes. At least it does save a little bit of time. Again, nothing super great, but I love it. We've also added a warning message in territory battles if you're about to platoon a character who is used for special missions. As a TB person, I do like that. I thought that was already a thing. At least it was in ships. I thought that was already a thing, but I digress. It's still nice to have that little warning, and it'll help, especially when you're just clicking and going through stuff really quick. It's a nice little thing, and they will see you on the Holotable. So that was today's update. Nothing super fantastic. The quality of life is nice. I will always take a quality of life update. They've done, I do gotta say, CG has done a lot of quality of life updates recently, and revamping how the cantina looks, and I think that it's a good look on them. Again, it's basically putting lipstick on a pig as far as a lot of the other stuff that they could be working on goes, but good on CG for doing it. Let's see. There's really not too much news. Um, let's see. Cassian. This is all stuff we talked about. Character kit adjustment both days ago. The hot fix notes. And that's it for the forums. Um, I am excited that I do get to use Satil this round because I took those couple months off and I wasn't able to red crate and I barely got any crate at all. I did finally unlock Satil the other day. I got her at Relic 5. I just finished putting the last Zeta on her. She doesn't have any Omicrons on her yet. But she has all 4 Zetas, and I'm curious to see how that's gonna work. I'm not gonna use her against anything like drastic right now without the Omicrons and everything. But I'm just itching to use her because I haven't really got to test her out yet. And I'm kind of excited to. That's gonna be fun. So expect to do a little bit of that on. I won't touch GAC Friday night. I will stream Saturday, and we will see how that all goes Saturday. Because I'll do GAC Saturday during the Alley Palooza. And hopefully that goes over good. Well, I guess I know it's only been 20 minutes. We get over to the viewer questions. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. This is kind of so going forward with Club 38 when Kate's actually here. I do want to do just like this how we did 20, like we're at 21 minutes right now. I do want to do about 20 minutes of Swiggle and then move over to books because Kate and I are both avid readers, and Sarah's actually an avid reader as well. And my goal was to bring Sarah, and my thought was to have Sarah come on to the show weekly, and it would be the 3 of us. And I know Sarah doesn't want to be here for Swiggle. I mean, she'll listen to Swiggle, but she's not here for Swiggle. What she wants is the book talk, which is where I figured we could do the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes update and then move on to a little bit of book talk and then go to viewer questions. Tonight I did have a bunch planned for Kate. I'm actually wearing a Throne of Glass shirt because we were supposed to talk Throne of Glass. Really bummed out we didn't get to do that because that was like my big topic for tonight. Is Kate was supposed to, because 3 of us love Sarah Moss, and this is kind of a big thing that Kate's reading Throne of Glass for the first time. So Sarah and I were just gonna like ask her a bunch of questions, and it was gonna be a good episode. Um, Again, I digress. So going forward from here, this is going to be like a book part of our podcast. This is our podcast. We can do whatever we want in the galaxy, and being readers is part of the galaxy. So let's get over to some viewer questions. Since we don't have anybody in chat, I can just go ahead and Kate can't come tonight, running solo with the girls all weekend. Ready for bed. All right. From Vlad Sander, what do you think of the new ability? If you have the requirements, you could level to almost any level. Now there's a picture of the slider with the relic levels. I kind of touched up on that earlier. I'm a huge fan of it. It was a quality of life thing that I've been asking for. It does save only a couple minutes, but it is something that I've been wanting for a while, and I think it is a really good quality of life improvement. I'm a big fan of it, and it's gonna be nice to for newer characters. Bodhi asks if you could only listen to one artist's music, who would it be and why? That's a tough one. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a huge music fan. I know everything from pop to rock to rap to alternative to classic rock, anything from like the Beatles to Eminem to Taylor Swift to literally anything. I will listen to anything as long as it's not like bluegrass, and even then, I'd probably give it a shot. Um, I don't like too heavy rock. I don't like screamo, but I am good with a little bit of it. Like Spirit Box. I went to a Spirit Box concert, and they do have some screamo in there. Um, but it's not like their whole song. I am completely okay with that. I'm good with that. That's kind of like my limit on like rock music is I can't go to that screamo level. Other than that, I'm really good on every. I don't like new rap. There's some that I will listen to, but I'm not too big into rap. I'm more pop and rock, but I'll enjoy classic rap. I'll listen to like 50 Cent and Eminem and um Public Enemy and stuff. I'll listen to some. So to narrow it down to like one artist is literally impossible for me. If I had, I don't know. Part of me wants to say Taylor Swift because I'm a huge Swiftie and there she has so much music. I've been listening to her since I was a girl. But there's so many like Avril Lavigne, I could say her. Um there's so much out there. So that one's a really tough one. Bodhi, only if Celiac Sarah is on the show, so we'll skip that one because we'll try to save that for next week. Um, Bayu Bazinga asks, "What is your favorite recent and why?" Um, I have so many books that I'm reading. I'm reading 4 books right now. Uh, Again, I'm a middle school teacher, so I do read a little bit of middle school level books just because they're there on hand. There's something I could pick up and read at work. It is a good time. Like it's if it's a good story, although it's not like it is a middle school level, I'll enjoy it. I'm currently reading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Um, I'm reading the Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I'm listening to Onyx Storm again. I was listening to Bloodbound. I Bloodbound. It's a new book. It was highly touted to be the next Fourth Wing, and I kind of got it because of that recommendation, and it wasn't. Like, if I had listened to it without that thought in mind, I'd probably be enjoying it way more. But it was way too touted, and it's just I'm not enjoying it because of that. Um, Alone by Morgan E. Freeman. Again, that is a middle school level, but we just had the author come to our school and she autographed it, and it was really cool that she did that. Um, so we read the book, and I really enjoyed it. It was about a girl who, um, like the whole western part of the country, there's a national threat in the area, so they literally take everybody on the whole western half of the country. They move them to the east, and like because of that, everybody leaves their cell phones and everything. And she was staying over at her grandfather's house, her grandparents' house, and they were away for the summer. And everybody kind of knew that, so the military had the note that were like, "Hey, this place is empty," so they kind of skipped right over her. And she she tricked both of her parents because she just wanted a night with her friends who got sick. And she told her mom that she was with her dad, and her dad that she was with her mom. And then everything happened, and she wakes up to this the whole city, the whole western part of the country is evacuated. So she is literally all alone. She tries calling people. There's no cell phones because everything was left there. And she has literally no way to do much. The power goes out, everything. And it's just a story of survival. And it's a really good story. I did enjoy it. So that's probably my answer is Alone by Morgan Freeman. Uh it's a good story of survival. What am I looking to reading? Oh god. That is a loaded question. Um, what am I looking forward to that is coming out would be obviously A Court of Thorns and Roses, the next book. That's like first and foremost. The next Quicksilver book is going to be really good. I'm excited for that. Um, I'm good. If you look at stuff that isn't new, I Kate did buy me for Mother's Day. She bought me Zodiac Academy, which was super sweet of her. And so I'm going to be starting that. I'm pretty excited to read that. I'm just waiting to get like the other four books that I'm reading right now kind of like dwindled down. Um so that one I'm excited for too. Uh let's see. Also recently that I just read, I guess not recently, it was a couple months ago, but was Reminders of Him. I went and saw the movie. The trailer is what got me to read the book, and I really, really enjoyed the book. As you all know, I was in the safe house for a while and everything. And the book kind of like spoke to me because I was going through a lot of issues, and that book was really nice because it kind of like got into my feels a little bit. Um so yeah, Bayou just finished Court of Silver Flames. That one is yes. All three of us are. Kate, myself, and Sarah. We're all big Sarah Moss fans. Our initial thoughts were to do like a deep dive into Throne of Glass and all that stuff. I don't think we're gonna do that, but yeah, all of us are big Sarah Moss fans. And the fact that she's got A Court of Thorns and Roses coming out is we're just gushing. Also, um, huge Rebecca Yarros fan too. But could I tell you how like let down I was recently by she had this announcement about Empyrean book coming out. Empyrean is Fourth Wing. And Fourth Wing is big with us. Like the I'm gonna take my headphones off because nobody's here. The three of us, we love Fourth Wing, and we got excited because we saw that they put up on Amazon that there was this kind of Empyrean book that was going to be coming out soon. So Kate actually went and ordered it, and we were talking about it, and we were like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to see what it is. Is it like an encyclopedia of like all the writers?" Because Rebecca Yarros came out and said that it wasn't book four. So we were debating, and we were like, "Hey, is it this? Is it like Zayden's point of view? Is it like there's so many things that it could have been?" And we just kind of we couldn't figure it out. And then the other day I saw that somebody posted on Facebook that it was a sticker book, and I shared it with the group, and we were all like, of all the things it could have been, and it was really kind of hyped, an activity book. Like we're going with an activity book. That's where we're going. But I mean, hey, whatever, it is what it is. Yeah, Bayou, you got. I don't know how much you've read of um Sarah Moss's world. I would go Throne of Glass first, then read all the A Court of Thorns and Roses books, and then I would do Crescent City. Crescent City. There's the three books. You could do part one before you, Court of Silver Flames. That's okay. Part one of Crescent City is probably one of the best like Sarah Moss books she did, because she's really good at painting a fantasy picture, like really good at it, and she's really good with like putting the reader in that position. And all of a sudden you have this modern fantasy world. And the first five chapters are filled with so much information in that book. Like, it literally overloaded me the first time I read it. And somebody told me, they were like, hey, look, power through those five chapters, get through it. There is so much information, take in what you could, but just get through it. Because after that book, those first couple of chapters, it explodes. It just goes crazy from there. So I was like, okay, cool. Now, let me tell you, when I started to read Crescent City after that, I got through it, and all the information is kind of like rehashed later, slower. So you could pick up what you want, and then if you whatever you don't pick up, you kind of just get over time. And um, I couldn't put the book down. Like literally, I stayed up till like 2 in the morning and had to be up at 4 to go to work the next day. I could not put that book down for the last 400 pages. Like, it was insane how good it was. Um, so yeah, Crescent City, I highly recommend it. You could read that. I would do 2 and 3 after Silver Flames, which Bayou Bazinga said that you did. So you could probably read them, whatever. But I would touch up on some Throne of Glass first. Because there is information in Silver Flames and stuff that kind of, you know, links back to Throne of Glass. So I would kind of read all that just to have that little bit. Um. So yeah, I'm really big into Throne of Glass, and Fourth Wing is recently become my obsession. I'm glad I'm rereading it again while listening to it. I have the theatrical one where every character has a different voice actor, and that's really cool because like Taryn has his own voice actor and Darna has her own actress. It's really really neat how they do that. Um, so with that, I guess I will call this an episode. I did the questions, I got the news out, touched up on GAC. If you're just tuning in, you go back, listen to it. It's all up on my YouTube. Again, you can find it all in the link tree, linktr.ee/club38. And there, the very top link is the link to the Discord, Kate's Twitch, my YouTube. Every video that I post is on YouTube still. You could see every single playback of the live actual video on my YouTube. So make sure you do that. It's all right up there for you to watch. Also is the Spotify, Amazon podcast, and Apple podcast for Club 38. Um, if you are a fan of my stuff, you could get in the Discord, get my role, and be notified whenever I go live, or hit those follow buttons and be notified whenever I go live as well on both Twitch and YouTube. Again, coming up this week, I'm setting it all up, but we have Ali Palooza, which is going to be like a streamathon. You all are in charge of that with how long we go. We can go a couple hours or we could go a couple days. That's all up to you guys. Um, so with that, I'm going to end the stream here and the recording. I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you around the holotape. All right. So the recording is done. Thank you guys all for watching. Bayou, Bodhi. I know the viewership is going to be down. Hey, Katie, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. I know the viewership is going to be down a little bit because you know the conversation was just me talking, and a lot of people they want to come on and get a good conversation going. So I understand that and I apologize. Again, weather kept Sarah away. Completely understandable. And she's running around with a brand new born, a little tough too. So completely understandable. It happens. Whole episode got derailed. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. At least we got to go live, cover the news, talk books. So yeah, again, what if you're over on YouTube, please hit that like and sub. So close to getting 300 back. Again, we lost a couple. So let's try to get that back up to 300 at least, and then we'll worry about 500 here in the Ali Palooza, which is going to be a blast. So don't want to miss that. Let's see, who could we raid out to? RSG's gone, so let's raid out to RSG. I imagine Kadar is over there. So I will post the link to Ranger's channel right here. If you're watching over on YouTube, follow the link because we can't raid out without 500 people. So there's Ranger's link. Go ahead and say hi to Ranger. We will also be raiding out to him over on the Twitch side of things, so he'll get notified that we're raiding anyway. All right, the raid is started, so we are going to end right here. Thank you guys all for watching. I will see you all on Saturday And remember that rebellions are built on hope.